Well, since Tuesday, Glenda, a number of districts have faced so-called copycat threats. Several schools were closed today out of abundance of caution as authorities investigate the disturbing trend. Joining me now to talk about the recent rash of school threats and how we can protect our children is Macomb County Sheriff Anthony Wickersham. Thank you for joining us. We're grateful for your time, Sheriff.
Oh, you're welcome.
One of the recent threats impacted a school in your county today. Students at Southlake High School sent home this afternoon after reports of a bomb threat. So how is your department handling these investigations, and what should people know about these copycat threats?
Well, Southlake was being handled by the St. Clair Shores Police Department, but I could tell you that overnight, in about an 8-hour period, we handled 28 complaints from parents or students that believe they either heard about a threat, witnessed a threat, or things that were posted on social media. And throughout the night and even until late into today, our detectives and investigators and youth bureau officers were following up on every one of those complaints, whether they are credible or not credible. Those are things that we've been doing ever since Columbine, and it's our job to investigate them, find out if there's credibility or not credibility. Does the individual have means? Are there weapons in the house? Do we need to take action or petition or arrest the individual? So we're working hard every day just to make sure that we can assure our community, we can assure our schools and parents that when they send their children to school, they're going to be safe.
Sheriff, we know Macomb County is not handling the investigation at Oxford High School, so potentially you can be a bit more candid about this tragedy and the investigation into it. Can you give us some insight into what may be happening behind the scenes right now and what investigators are looking at?
A large school like that, everybody that was in that school that day, is a witness and has information. So those investigators need to talk to all the students, need to talk to the faculty, administration, support services in that school. Anybody that may have had information, may have witnessed it. Then the investigation leaves the school and it goes out into the community and find out what people knew about the individual. Obviously they've already taken electronic devices and have gone through those, and it's just a matter of putting everything together to paint this horrific picture that occurred that day, and again giving the prosecutor a solid case that when this goes to court that they provided, and it's a guilty verdict.
Well, it seems based on the press conferences so far that prosecutors feel strongly that they have a good case already. So the evidence must be overwhelming, at least by outward appearances. Reporting suspicious activity, it's an important step in stopping this kind of violence. Sheriff, what should people be looking out for?
We're looking out for behavior that's irrational. We're looking out for individuals that may be angry and may say things. Take it back 30, 40 years when we were in school, there would be words would be exchanged, but never followed through. We're living in a different environment now.
Sheriff, unfortunately, we're having some technical difficulties with your audio. We lost you there for a minute, so we do thank you for your time. Sheriff Wickersham with Macomb County. Glenda?